Hello, Dr. Lakshmi, and thank you for having me for the segment.
Thank you so much for being part of this collaborative initiative. So I'm Lakshmi Priya Rajendran. I'm an associate professor at the Bartlett School of Architecture. Background is in architecture, urban planning and design. I work on alternative ways to reimagine cities, how we could make inclusive cities, how we could make just and equitable cities. And I work in a very interdisciplinary sort of collaboration. Why, like how I work with you. So I work with anthropologists, I work with health specialists, I work with geographers. So I work in a very interdisciplinary setting, and I'm also co-director of EDI within the Bartlett School of Architecture.
My name's Laura Vaughan, and I'm director of the Space and Text Laboratory here at the Bartlett School of Architecture. And we typically have people saying, what's an architect got to do with cities, and let alone healthy cities? But this is a subject that we have been looking into for quite a few years now, which stemmed first of all from work that we did with Professor Jenny Mindell, looking at community severance, which is about the impact that busy roads or heavy infrastructure can have on dividing communities, which then has an impact on people's health, particularly mental health, but also people's ability to get around the city and do things, consume things, to get to jobs, for children to have safe crossings over the road. So suddenly you can see how urban design starts to have an impact on health in the built environment.
I'm David Shanks. I am a Deputy Director of the Bartlett School of Architecture, specialising in projects around technology, media and making. I'm also project lead for computing and online delivery, so I oversee some of the teams who deal with media, with AV, with spatial computing and with printing.
Great, thank you, David.
Hello, I'm Cephas. I have an architecture background. I studied at the Bartlett as well. I did my master's here, and currently I work with the Cinematic and Video Game Architecture Master's program over at UCL's Marshgate. But I also manage this lab called the Body Lab, which is a lab kind of purpose-built to enable research and kind of develop projects with spatial computing.
My area of research is in the link between empowering citizen and local stakeholders using cutting-edge technologies such as immersive technology, augmented and virtual reality to co-create green open spaces to improve their accessibility to quality spaces and to make the place more walkable, more cyclable. In what ways could augmented reality support stakeholders, including residents and policymakers, in understanding and actively engaging with climate adaptation strategies in their neighborhoods?
Great. We all know technology plays a very important role in decision making at all levels in all disciplinary domains. But I think within planning and design and development, it can play a very significant role, particularly in context with the urban green spaces, because it allows the decision makers to actually see in real time how the spaces are working and how people are engaging with that specific green space. Because quite a lot of urban spaces fail because we tend not to understand the user's spatial practices. So using technology, if we are able to see and engage with those practices and patterns in real time, that would help us to efficiently use our resources. And also use of time. Time is money, and it works really well in improving the efficiency in the whole design process, and also the output. How appropriate these green spaces are, aligned with the spatial behavior and practices of the communities.
Absolutely. So these are all digital objects, and that blends with the physicality. So they were able to visualize how that would look like.
What a good idea. Yeah, I
This
get
is-
the idea.
Yeah. So this is
Brilliant.
mainly the area of research I'm focusing on.
Right.
How to empower people,
Yeah.
stakeholders and citizens with cutting edge technology to co-create places that promotes health and well-being and ultimately sustainability as well.
Well, this is a very good chance encounter.